shit because it's easy to just go with everybody else. It's easy to go with the flow. It's easy because not only are they telling me, but me myself, I'm telling myself like, man, is this really worth it? Do I really want to do it? This sucks. I never, you know what I mean? Like, I want the food. I want to skip the gym. I don't want to read this book. I want to hang out on the weekends and stay up late and smoke. That's all I've done. That's what my friends are doing. That's what my family's doing. Like, so to go against the grain, to go against what I guess my environment or my circle, what all I knew. Yeah. That to me, I had to like sound like that's where I was like, okay, this is the average. I'm average. Yeah. But I want to get to savage, and I'm gonna have to do this. No guidance, no help, no nothing. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for watching, supporting. Right here, we got my mom, Mama Savage in the house. We got
Hola,
Lupe. Mr. Lupe right here. We need to bring the energy up, dog. And yeah,
and El Senor, El Daddy,
El
Senor. He said he was gonna be El Daddy.
Mama is on the podcast.
Oh, sorry.
AKA Daddy Savage.
That's right.
That's a different podcast.
If you don't know, you weren't privileged enough to know.
Subscribe $4.99 a month.
The blue link's down below. Blue link is down below.
I'm gonna edit that out, bro. But thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate it. We try to give you guys the best value. Try to give you guys. Huh?
It's about blanket.
Okay. and try to see you guys succeed and you know what I mean, lead by example as well. And today, as you guys can see, we're in a way different location, not that far from home, but it looks very different. The Nature Center Fontana, right?
Yeah.
So you've been here before?
Yeah.
I've never been here. It's pretty cool though. You've been here?
No.
So
it's nice.
Yeah, me and my mom, we walked inside. They have a, as you guys can see back there, they got like a little building right there, and I'll put some footage right here. So they have like not stuffed animals.
It's like a museum.
What is it?
Museum.
It's not stuffed animals.
It's not. It's animals, live animals.
Taxidermy. They got taxidermied animals from the natural environment of these mountains, basically. Yeah, this area. They got raccoons. They got birds. Got little running water. It's cool for kids to show them how nature kind of is. You know what I mean? How it looks. Mm-hmm. They got snakes in the tank too. They got a bunch of snakes.
Yeah, bunnies or rabbits. What was it?
Yeah. It's pretty cool, and the you know what, the staff was really friendly. Yeah. Right when we walked in the door, the guy's like, "Hey, you been here before?" Nope. He told us everything. He told us the breakdown of you know what I mean, what's there, and he said, "Any questions? Like, don't hesitate. Just let us know." Like, all right, cool. It was real cool. Mm-hmm. And this place is a real peaceful place. You can't fish here. You can't do nothing here but come here and enjoy.
Just hang out.
Yeah, enjoy nature. That's why it's called the Nature Center Fontana. What is it?
You can come and bring sandwiches.
Bring sandwiches, bring your kids, you know, get outside. There's a lot of shade right here too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's real nice.
Ducks.
It's on the south side of the 10?
Yeah.
Right below the 10? Mm-hmm. On, what is it? Cypress? Between Cypress and Citrus? Yeah, you guys check it out. So, now onto the podcast. What are you laughing? How's that sound? Good or I miss anything?
No.
Okay, cool. Back to the podcast. So, hope you guys have seen last week's podcast. If you haven't yet, go check it out. We're reminiscing what we would do with if we could go back in time, what we would change and stuff like that. And I think for all of us, it was kind of a impactful podcast. You know what I mean? Because we reflected. It made ourselves like self-reflect on things that we wish we could go back and change. And even though we're telling people to appreciate the time, but us ourselves, we reflect in our own lives. How can we take advantage of the time we do have as well, right? Mm-hmm. So like you. So what did the podcast? How did you feel after, or what your mindset, your mind shift, or did anything?
Yeah, it gave me a mind shift and made me think. Because sometimes I sit there and I think like, because of my age, I think sometimes I put like I'm too old to do this or too old to do that. But it made me go back and reflect that. And so then I started researching. I was like, well, maybe I'm not too old or whatever. But so then I turned in my application for school.
No shit.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah, I turned in the application. It's too late to start for fall, they said.
Yeah.
So I have to wait for winter, which they said is not until January.
It's around the corner.
But before I know it, it'll be here. So
yeah.
But I still have to fill out like my, what do you call that?
FAFSA?
That FAFSA application. Yeah. I still have to do that and then meet up. I guess they said I have to meet up with the counselor at some point from here to there. And then that's the one who will break it down, like how long it's going to take me to go to school, like, and how much it's going to be or whatever, what he recommends, what's my like plan to start. So we'll see.
So after that podcast, that's what made you kind of
Yeah, after the podcast, it just made me reflect. Like, well, maybe I'm not too old. Maybe it's not too late.
yeah, because we always think that of ourselves that it's always you always put why you can't do it or why it wouldn't work out, why you can't do it. But
Yeah,
at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, what if it does work out? Well, what do you
Yeah.
got to lose?
yeah.
Like he was saying about that cop. Like at least he tried it.
Yeah,
So like you don't know if you don't
yeah,
try it
yeah.
because right now you said you're 52.
50, 53, 50. I
53?
don't know. I always say I'm 55.
You don't know how old
I
she
don't
is.
even know how old I am.
We'll
I always
say-
say I'm
We'll
55.
say 52. But you don't want to get to 62 still thinking about it like, oh, I'm too old to
Like
do
I
it. You
should
know
have
what I
did that
mean?
in my 50s. You know, I could have
Yeah.
still did it. But
Exactly.
get to my
Yeah.
60s and be like, damn, I could have did that in my 50s. And then wait till more time goes by to where, yeah, it literally is harder
Yeah.
to do it or to finish it. Not that it's not impossible, but it just makes it more challenging as you get
That
older.
or let's say because most people go for 4 years. So say 4 years from now, you go look and be like, I would have been done already.
Yeah,
Like if I would have, you know what I mean? If you would have
Mhm.
stuck with it, you'd have been done. It's like it sucks to think of it like that because it's true.
yeah. Yeah, so it just made me reflect.
What
because,
what do
like,
you want to go
into,
for? Because I'm pretty sure people want to know.
Teaching,
Teaching what or
a teacher.
like in the education system.
Yeah, in the education.
What kind of what grade?
I don't know, probably maybe elementary.
Or what oh okay. They don't really have subjects, huh? Like that?
Well, I think it's just general. General, what do you call it?
No, they
I
have
forgot what they told me.
It's not like middle school or high school because middle school or high school they actually have like
they have to have like certain
You have to have a
credentials and stuff.
certain, yeah,
So she's going
topic,
like
a certain
probably like a
thing.
multi-credential.
Yeah,
and then you already kind of know what the school education system is like.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that'll be good.
But I'm like, to me, I was thinking more of a plan of like, as I get older, like even if like when I retire, you know what I mean? It'll be something I can do where I can retire from where I'm from now, but then hopefully I'll be able, the plan is to be finished with school and try to get into being a teacher at a school. So then that way I can do that while I'm retired.
Yeah.
You know what I
Or you could
mean?
do sub, right? A substitute
Yeah.
teacher and you
Yeah.
just work whenever you want.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So that way there's still like
So you
some type of
excited,
income
nervous?
coming. Both. I ain't gonna lie, both. I'm like, I hope I remember everything.
Yeah.
Be like, what did you say?
And then you're gonna try online.
Yeah, and I'm doing online.
Uh,
I'm doing online.
I can't do online.
I just can't do the whole
why?
in the class thing.
I would lose focus.
That does not surprise me at all.
Yeah, no. Like I think maybe I'm old school, but I like the whole being in the classroom and like teachers
The
and
one-on-one
interacting.
and
yeah, because when you're doing online, like you're kind of like on your own. So if you're terrible at concentrating already on your like as it is, imagine when it's like, oh, you gotta do your homework and you gotta do these lectures, but no one's really there. So, man, I'll do it later. I'll do it
You kind
later.
of got to be self-motivated, self-accountable, right?
yeah, discipline.
Yeah, and like I don't know, I just feel like I like the like that whole classroom environment where you can ask the teacher something or the dialogue between students and like
The
Mr.
interaction.
Non-sociable, surprising.
yeah, all
I'm
that
surprised
stuff.
he likes the classroom when he's not sociable.
No, I just like like I said, well, college is different, I guess. Like that's you get to like have different opinions from different people that
Yeah.
different backgrounds, different age groups.
Yeah.
Because like you'll have someone that's in their right out of high school, 18, and then you'll have someone that like that's older coming
Yeah.
in and like you have different views, different values,
Yeah.
different opinions, all that. Like all that is like I like seeing that because sometimes it's a good debate, like old school versus new school, or you learn from
Both ends.
From both ends, yeah, of the
Yeah.
spectrum. Like from the younger people, you learn kind of how they're functioning now, and then from other people that have more experience, you learn other stuff.
Yeah.
So that's why I like it. Online,
Yeah.
I've done it, and I'm not a big fan.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's like not for everybody.
Yeah, so
some
that-
people, I mean, it works for their schedule
Yeah.
and their lifestyle.
Yeah, especially like because you have to like really like be like either have like be good at being able to like put out the other distractions, like not let them bug you, and maybe have a quiet place or something, or like as we're like in the classroom, you have to make space for this hour. Ain't nobody gonna come in through your through your screen to go get a sandwich from the fridge and then walk back through, or stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So for me, that's one of those things where I was like, I'd rather be in there.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
kind of like to drive to school, so there's that too. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you've ever tried online, right? So
Yeah.
she
I've
said
never
she's gonna
tried
try it.
online, but yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I want to try is online. And I think I have the advantage of like, I don't have like little ones.
Yeah.
I don't have little ones where I have to be like, well, I gotta find a babysitter. I gotta pick up kids from
Yeah.
school. Or I got kids in sports. Like where I gotta modify my time around them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't have small ones that I got to take care of. You know what? It's just me.
Yeah.
It's just me. So I don't. It's basically the schedule is just all mine. So which is the advantage to me
Yeah.
to use that to my benefit. So yeah, I'm like both excited and nervous.
Oh yeah, I'm excited too. That's
Here you
cool.
go. Nervous,
Like,
nervous is good.
four,
Yeah.
4 years from now, you know what I mean? Like, oh shit, like do
Yeah.
something you never thought possible. Me, even me, going like to your graduation, that should be cool. I don't even like going to graduations, but
Yeah.
that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, but I think it'd be something definitely to like big to accomplish and be proud of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So no,
And then
I'm
seeing yourself
definitely
as a
looking,
teacher will be like, what the fuck?
like definitely
Like,
looking forward to it. Like damn, like
something you
I
never
did that
thought
shit.
possible.
Like I
Yeah.
finished it. I didn't think I would do it, but I did it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So we'll see. That's the plan in motion.
Yeah, that's good. It's a good plan. Heck yeah. And
Oh,
then
yeah, it's a great plan.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then going back to the recap too, what about the last podcast with yourself? Did you feel like
Yeah, it's behind him. Were you
Oh,
talking
wait.
to the
Oh,
tree?
I don't know.
Yeah, you with the Savage Hat.
Oh, it's me.
Did you have any like thing that you thought it made you reflect in your personal life?
Mm,
Because we're talking about what? So like the communication, socializing.
Being social.
yeah, I kind of tried it a little more, like more, I guess, open to dialogue.
Like,
I
did it
guess.
make you think like after you went on your day that day,
Yeah.
or that week later on, because we record once a week?
A
Did
little
you think
bit.
like, maybe I do. That is something that I want to work at. I could, or I never thought about it like
I never
that.
thought I was really non-sociable.
It's not
but
that I'm
I
not.
guess-
Yeah, no, it's not like I'm not non-sociable. Like I think I'm pretty
Because
approachable.
he could be.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty approachable, and like I think I can like, if I need to go talk to somebody or socialize with
Yeah, you
them,
got
I
no problem
will.
doing
Oh,
that.
you don't have no
But
problem.
yeah, which is but sometimes like I guess the conversation, I guess keeping it more I guess like open, I guess type of thing, not just kind of direct to what I need or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess that's what I did try to kind of work on that during the week.
Because too, what we talked about last time too, because you were like, well, nobody knows about cars, everybody knows about sports, nobody knows about this. So maybe entertain a conversation, even though it's not your interest, but you could always like ask.
Yeah, I'm still not doing sports.
No, but
like,
I'm just saying
yeah, no,
different
like
things,
but I did like I know there was a fight on fucking
Saturday.
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 There's 2 fights or whatever, so I did kind of. I was at someone's house and I kind of saw a little bit of the fight, so I kind of used that. Hey, did you see the fight? And then it was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, but then I kind of didn't really have too much to say on it, but it was a conversation starter,
yeah.
and it was kind of cool. I mean, to talk about it a little bit, to try to keep, I guess, more of just to socialize. I guess it was, but still working on it. I think I texted you saying, "Oh shit, you're right. I'm not really fucking."
That's why I was thinking about it, because I was surprised because you texted me, you said, hey, this shit's not as easy as I thought, or like you said some shit like that.
Yeah,
like, this
'cause-
shit's it's kind of hard. Or what'd you
Yeah,
say?
yeah. It was like, yeah, it was hard because like I said, I don't really like I've known the person for a while, but I don't. It was usually kind of straight to direct, either about work or whatever, and then, on my way. But this time I was like, well, let me get to know, or maybe try to get to know them, I guess, a little better, because usually,
That's what I'm saying, because we always want to talk about our
What you're
weekend.
comfortable with or
What
what
you did
know.
your weekend, your
Yeah.
problems, how. Well, I'm saying most people.
oh yeah, I don't do all that.
Well, most people.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
to me, I feel like that's also like,
Or like cars, like he's comfortable talking about that.
Yeah, like
So
Yeah.
he stays
your
within that
warehouse.
comfort.
Yeah, you got.
You stay within that zone.
yeah, no, like I said, I tried it. Like I said, I'm just not like for the whole like that, all that, like you say your problems and like how your week went and all that stuff. I'm not really too big on like just talking to people about it. I just kind of keep it to myself.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
That's but I did try to, like I said, communicate a little bit more out there, just so like more for the social, I guess, aspect of it,
Yeah.
not necessarily just
Yeah.
straight to business.
Oh,
A little
I'm
bit.
overly social.
So everybody
I
knows.
just
Everybody knows Sherry.
I just talk.
Everybody
I
knows
can
you.
talk to anybody. No matter if I didn't know him, first met him, never met him.
Yeah,
Somebody
see,
in
no.
that market, I
No.
just met, and then I'm like, oh my, next thing you know, I'm hugging. Oh my God, you've been through that. Let me give you a hug. I feel like you need a hug.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. You
Or
mentioned
I'll
that.
switch
And it
numbers with
comes
a
natural to you.
stranger.
Like, you
Yeah,
don't know how to work
yeah.
on that.
No,
Yeah.
I've never had to, but I think I get that more from my dad. My dad's like that.
Yeah.
No,
My dad is big like that. My dad is real, and my mom's not like that.
There's some people that
my
have
dad
it.
is like
There's some
that.
people that are pretty good at it. Honestly, like they just.
Yeah,
Well, I think sometimes too, like Paz, like he's just from a different generation.
yeah,
That's just how I think most people in small town, how he was
yeah.
from.
He was from a small
That's just
town,
how
so
it
that's
is.
just how they are. Yeah,
It's not just like you just go cashier, get your stuff, and walk out.
Yeah.
It's more like, hey, how's it going? How's your day going? This and that, small talk.
How's
Yeah,
your grandma? How's your grandpa?
yeah. Because he
yeah.
goes to the town and everybody knows him by his first name.
But even when he
walks
comes to
in.
visit California, it's a big city, bigger than where he's
Yeah.
from. And it's funny because I remember one time we went to go get some breakfast sandwiches, and you know how youngsters are at the fast food. They're all kind of just zoned out, just kind of like, yeah, what do you want? Okay, you want this? Pushing the buttons, whatever. And I forgot what he told him. He got him all confused with his order, and he started making him laugh.
Oh.
And he cracked a couple of jokes, and the guy was laughing. I'm pretty sure nobody does that with the guy. It's just like
Yeah.
it's all just like you said. Go to business. What I want this, and this, and you leave.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, what, you want everything on the burger? He's like, yep, throw everything on there, even the kitchen sink. Like dumb shit like that. People are like, sorry, it catches them off guard. We're like, huh? And he's like, yep.
Yeah.
And then you know what I mean? He's always making
Because he
some
comes
jokes.
from a small town.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And an
that's
era.
why. Yeah, the generation.
An arrow.
Yeah.
And then you guys said I'm social. I don't think so, but the whatever the
Fuck yeah, you are.
I am.
Huh?
Fuck yeah, he is.
Yeah,
But that's something like unlike yourself. I had to work on that.
yeah, definitely.
Big time.
Yeah, definitely.
So how was I?
Because you
tell-
weren't always
tell
no.
them because
No, you weren't. No, he wasn't always like that. It was just like yes, no, I don't know. You say so.
Leave
if
me
you
alone.
want. Yeah. Or you sometimes don't even answer. Oh, were you talking to me?
I still do that to some people.
Be like, what the fuck?
Oh, I didn't hear you. No, non-sociable at all. Not sociable at zero.
Okay,
Like
so I think
zero.
they get the knowledge play.
Zero.
Yeah.
So
And
no, you've worked on it a lot. So you've come a long way on it on being sociable.
And what's crazy is that I remember I used to use the excuse of drinking because I used to be like, oh, I'm not social, I'm shy, but once I'm drinking, then I'm comfortable,
Yeah.
then I'm myself. And now looking back, that was just like a excuse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was a shitty excuse to not be
Yeah.
myself or to not be myself and to drink, and I should be able to do that
Yeah.
no matter what.
Yeah.
And people always say that too. I used to say it, where it's like, I can't have a good time without drinking,
Yeah.
or it's a good time but drinking is even better.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
had to learn, not going a year and like 8 months now without drinking straight. I had to learn how to have a good time without drinking. And
Yeah.
that's fucking hard. Once you start doing it, it's hard.
Yeah.
People don't realize it, especially when you're doing it all the time. People around you are doing it. You don't realize that it's a social icebreaker too. You go to an event, people are drinking, you automatically click. Why? Because you guys are drinking.
Yeah.
You yourself. It's just weird. It's weird when you think about it.
Yeah.
And most people, they get very like in social environments, they're uncomfortable until they get that. That's why they call it liquid courage,
Yeah.
because they need that to give them that fucking courage.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I-
To loosen
I
them
needed-
up, to
I
make them feel
needed
more
that.
relaxed.
I need it because how was I
Mhm.
different with the parties?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like, huh?
Yeah, when you do drink, you go home with anybody. You're right. You're right.
You hear what he said?
I'm not paying attention to it. He's forgetting we're on different podcasts.
I know. That's for the
This is-
that's for the
I
Patreon,
know.
bro.
Oh shit.
But yeah,
Subscribe on the blue link
Stay
below.
focused, Lupe.
yeah. But I think that's I think you know what? I think too, communication and being sociable is like an important part of being a savage. Like
Yeah.
all rounded. You got to be able to communicate. Communicating is big, bro. You don't think
Yeah.
about it, like, man, people could either love you, hate you by the way you talk. Words are powerful. It's crazy once you
Yeah.
realize
Yeah.
it. Like, I mean, females been using it all the time to get a lot of females. They're smart on psychology. That's why a lot of them get out of tickets. They get what they want. They know how to like talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy. But what I think we're gonna cover too. What is a savage? So I think one of the things is communicating, being well spoken, being educated or not educated, but what is it like? Having knowledge of different things, being able to have a conversation. Like if you get dropped in a party, like be able to talk to people,
Yeah.
break the ice, be somebody who's like not all in a corner as a hermit,
Oh, huddled
waiting
up.
for somebody to talk to you. You
Yeah.
gotta go.
Well,
be
you
like,
look
"Hey, how
awkward. You
doing?"
look like you don't fit in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's part of, and the word savage too. I don't want people to get it misunderstood where somebody just with their hoodie on, snorting pre-workout,
Sorry. That's right.
in the gym,
Hey.
moving heavy weights, grunting. Like, nah, to me, that's not a savage.
hmm
To me, a savage is somebody who's gonna overcome challenges, constantly improve, and savage is just another word for beast, champion, winner, go-getter. Like those are all kind of the same thing. The
Yeah.
sun's all up in your face, huh?
Every time,
Awesome.
sunshine.
Every
Every
time.
time.
But yeah, to me, that's what a savage is. So people don't think like if you don't work out, it's because you're not a savage or you never been through savage stuff. It's just a word, honestly. It's more the mindset.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
because it can mean different things in
you could
different
be
areas, aspects in your life.
no, but yeah, it's like a champion beat. Like I said, those words, they're all the same thing. They're all kind of like you want to win, you want to become better, you want to improve your life.
Yeah.
But so, what do you guys think a savage or yeah?
I think a savage is somebody who's just like overcome something.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you've conquered something or
Hmm.
overcome something to me. You know what I
What?
mean? Whether it could be anything, an addiction, it could be mental, you know what I mean? Mental health, your mental health. It could be anything.
Yeah.
Anything you've struggled with, whether it be financially, just anything you struggled with personally to
and,
overcome that.
and the beauty of that is that like whatever you're going through or whatever you went through, like you're not the only one,
Yeah.
and it's not gonna stop. And life hits everybody. Like
You're not the first one and you're
life is
not the
gonna
last one.
yeah, life is always gonna hit you with different things.
Yeah.
So you always have the opportunity to overcome and have that savage mentality.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what. Because a lot of people they think that I can't be a savage or no, that's not me. I'm just not built like that. Like no, build yourself like that through the challenges, whether they're small or big. Everybody has different challenges.
Yeah.
It could be on homework. Like I'm gonna do fucking savage in this class. I'm gonna do my best.
Yeah.
It could be getting money for your rent due by the end of the month. Like having that savage mentality, not breaking down, not crying, not you know what I
Just
mean?
pushing through it.
Not having anxiety, like I said, being
Or
all
just
hermit in the house crying or
just falling
drinking
apart.
your feelings. Yeah,
Yeah, just falling apart with no plan.
with anything.
Yeah.
But what's one or if you have any like a moment that you remember that was like you felt like you had to get that savage mindset or you had that savage mindset, that winner mindset that overcome stuff.
I would say probably the last time when I got sick in 2014, because that's when I was in the wheelchair. Remember, I was in the wheelchair. I was using the walker. Then I went
Yeah.
to the cane. Yeah, no, I would say that last time just kicked my butt. And I remembered thinking at some point like, how how the hell am I gonna do this? I can't do this. I can't. But then I had to get in my mindset like, nope, let's go. Like I don't care if you gotta use this walker. Like let's go. Like let's no. Giving up is not an option. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You're gonna fight no matter what. Giving up is just not an option. It's not an option. So I would say like that was like the big last. You know what I mean? Thing that where it was like, dang, where I had to dig deep. Where I had to dig deep to push through it and be like, okay, well, whatever the outcome it is, but giving up is not an option. Like at least at the end of it, I can't say I lost the battle because I gave up. Like that's not going to be the reason why.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was for me.
And I'm sure too, even though you kept going, even though you had like I gotta keep going, you still had fear. You
Oh
still had
yeah,
doubt. You
yeah,
still had pain.
yeah.
Like don't think because she had that mindset, she doesn't feel
It
the same
wasn't.
exact as
Yeah,
like you know what I mean? You're
it
gonna feel that
wasn't. It wasn't
regardless.
still easy. There was times where I cried through it,
Yeah.
cried through it. You know what I mean? Cried through it, hung on through everything. Lose yourself even sometimes during it. You know what I mean? And no, you still have your moments where you are down, but then you gotta just push through it. You gotta get up and just figure out how to shake it off and push through it. Like, okay, you still have all those other emotions you still gotta deal with, but you can't
Yeah.
drown in those.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think is the biggest change like after you got better? Did you like do you feel like you still had that mindset or like you felt like damn I could fucking overcome anything?
Well, I don't know about overcome anything, but it made me feel like it did make me feel like like damn, I beat that shit. Like because I really wasn't sure that whole time whether I was going to.
Yeah.
And then when I still had to have that what other surgery, 4 or 5 months later, it came back, but in my uterus. So then when I had to do the last surgery, and then that's when they told me 50-50 chance making it off the table.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what the hell? Like I thought I was cool. Like, and then I was just like, oh my, that's when that did scare me. That scared me again. It took me back, like where I was good. I was like, okay, we beat it. I beat through this. But then once it came back again,
Psych.
yeah, that did scare me. Like, what the hell? 50-50 chance. Like that was scary because I don't know if you remember my first reaction was we're not doing surgery.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember.
I was like, I'm not doing, and I came home and I was like, I'm not doing surgery. I don't know what to tell the doctor. I'm not doing it. And I remember him telling me, like, so you're just giving up. Like, you're going to do what you're going to do, mom. and we're gonna be here, but so you're just giving up. And I'm like, call it whatever you want. Like everybody's gonna have to respect my opinion. You don't
Yeah.
have to agree with it, but you guys are gonna have to respect it.
Yeah.
And I remember calling my parents, telling them the same thing. I'm not doing the surgery. I'm not 50-50 chance. What if I don't wake up off that table?
Yeah.
You know, but then 2 weeks later, after the whole, it really sunk in. And then that's when I had to realize, like, okay, if I don't do the surgery, you already know the outcome.
You got 100% chance.
Yeah, you already know 100% chance you're not gonna last long.
Yeah.
At some point, it's gonna kick your ass.
Yeah.
Okay, so I called the doctor back and I was like, let's do this. Let's do it, and whatever it is, it is. And that's when I got all my stuff in order, and I was like, okay, well, I had to get my mind right to be ready for and have peace for whatever was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, but I had to get into that mindset. Like, okay, I'm okay with whatever. Like, not that you're not still scared, you know what I mean? But you're still like, okay, let's go ahead and do this. And yeah, well, I'm here. You guys are still dealing with me. Still got to deal with me. I'm still here.
Yeah. That's like having
Getting
faith.
on your nerves.
That's like having faith too, that you don't know how it's gonna work out. You're scared
Yeah.
as fuck. This is like probably the scariest.
Yeah.
I could only imagine the scariest. You know what I mean? One of the scariest choices you have to make in your life.
Yeah.
But it's like what is the alternative?
Yeah. And I remember when I woke up from the bed, I just remember tears rolling down because I remember Pa's and Grandma were at the end of my bed.
Yeah.
And I remember when I woke up, I didn't know, am I awake? Is it a dream? Am I dead? Like, am I awake? Am I not awake? You know? And I was all on morphine, and I was just like looking at them. I just remember tears rolling down, and I remember asking them, like, is that really you guys? Am I awake? Like, did I make it? And I remember Pa's grabbing my foot, and he's like, nope, you're here. You made it. You're here. And I was just like, damn. Okay. Not to deal with the whole healing process. You know what I mean? And go through
Yeah.
all that. But no. Yeah, definitely. When you don't know what you're capable of until you're backed into a corner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, you don't. What do they say? You don't know what you don't know what
You
you're
know what you're
capable
capable
of
of.
until you have no other option.
Yeah. So you have no other option. You're backed in a corner. And you just know that giving up is not an option.
So you're either a savage or die.
Yeah. Are you going to let it take you, or are you going to fight with everything in you and then trust that outcome?
And a lot of people have a lot of problems in their life, right?
Yeah.
Financial problems. They got relationship problems. They
Mental health.
They got mental problems.
Yeah.
Mental health problems.
Yeah.
Work problems. Little bullshit. They got problems with their kids, right?
Yeah.
But once you have a health problem like that, you only have one problem.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Everything else goes out the window.
You only have one problem, so that should be your main
Yeah.
focus.
Yeah.
So it's like some people out there, if they have diabetes, high blood pressure, I'm always saying that. I feel like a broken record, but fuck it. I still feel like, it has to be said. People have all these problems they're throwing on the back burner. But that if you have that problem, one day it's gonna make time in your life, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
That's gonna become your fucking priority.
Yeah.
Mhm. If you don't take care of it, then it's gonna put number one in your life for you.
Yeah. It's gonna make you take care of it,
Yeah.
or you're not gonna fucking be here no more.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's definitely true.
You know?
No matter, even if it's like how you said, even if it's like not a health issue, it's a mental issue.
Yeah.
Like it could be a mental issue, a work issue. Like at some point, if you don't make time for whatever it is that's going on to figure out something, a plan of something, then at some point it's gonna push come to shove. It's gonna make you figure it out.
Yeah.
That is true.
So you might as well start right now. You know what I mean? That's how I think. Start right now. Try to adapt that savage mindset. And first step is to believe you can.
Yeah.
Because you could say it all. You could say it out loud. You could say it in the mirror. You could say all this shit. But deep down inside, you know how you are when life hits you.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
shit hits the fan.
And you know what? I feel like being a savage, being a winner, being a champion, it's something that you got to constantly pay the rent on. Like they say, you can never own it. You
Yeah.
can never own that shit. It's something that's unattainable.
Yeah.
You're just borrowing that shit for the day,
Yeah.
for a minute. You're constantly like the championships in the sports.
Yeah.
They might have that trophy for a little bit, but once that new season starts, they're back. Everybody's back at the bottom. That's how it is with life. Like
Yeah.
she overcame that. You know what I mean? Which that's fucking great. That's awesome. That's one of the hardest things she's ever had to overcome in her life. But that doesn't mean that she's not susceptible for it to happen again.
Yeah.
So she still has to put her health priority, and
Yeah.
that's what she's been doing with
Yeah.
a lot of shit. Cause yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I feel like it's something that it's continuous. It's not like even me for myself. People are like, oh, nah, it's because you're a savage. Like I got to do that shit every day.
Yeah.
There's days I feel like I'm not a savage,
Yeah.
and there's days I'm probably not. I make choices where I'm not, but I got to wake up the next fucking day
Yeah.
and make those choices that I didn't make yesterday. Because yesterday is yesterday. We got to worry about
That shit
today.
is gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I would think too, like how you're saying, like being a savage, I think too, sometimes it's not always sunshine and roses.
Nah.
It's not always sunshine and roses. There's gonna be some storms in between that, savage. It's not always gonna be, you know what I mean? All happy go
Well,
lucky and everything work out your way. No, there's gonna be sometimes some storms along the way.
I'd argue though that there is more storms.
Oh yeah, yeah,
There is more
Yeah.
storms because on the other side of the storms is where you're gonna get better.
Yeah.
yeah,
Is where you're gonna improve.
yeah,
Is where you're gonna learn how to navigate a fucking storm. You know, if you're always running from it, you're never gonna learn how to navigate through, and you're gonna not know what it's like. And every time you want to get better, it's gonna get harder, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that's just the way it is. It's gonna fucking suck, but it's for a purpose.
Yeah.
If you want to be what is the word, content with your life, mediocre, that's fucking easy. You want to sit on the fucking couch all day and accept whatever life fucking throws you, because it's gonna throw bullshit at you.
Yeah.
If you want to sit there and accept that shit, that's fucking easy. You're not gonna have no. You might have a couple of little, like you might lose people, regular life stuff. You know what I mean? Get
Yeah.
fired, whatever. But compared to somebody who wants to get better, who's constantly trying to
Yeah.
prove to
themselves,
themselves that
yeah.
they're a savage, bro, that it's gonna be way harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said that last part was important. They're proving to themselves that they're savage.
Yeah, bro.
Not to other people.
Exactly.
yeah,
Like a lot of people want to prove to you or to someone else, oh, I'm a savage, but like it doesn't matter. Like like you have to yourself.
for
You have
all
to,
the
yeah,
wrong
yeah, you
reasons.
have to do it for yourself.
yeah.
Like that's where you have to prove you're
You
savage.
have to matter.
You gotta know that in your blood, your
Yeah.
bones, your mind, like your soul,
Yeah.
whatever. You gotta know.
Not prove. Yeah. Not proving people wrong. Because
Yeah.
that a lot of people. But what I'm saying is, yeah, the whole savage part. Like, don't focus on showing people, oh yeah, I'm a savage. Like, no, you focus on yourself being a savage, and
Yeah.
then that itself will show to other people you're a savage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because like I said, I think a lot of people like do it for the wrong reasons too. Where they're, oh yeah. They do it for other people. They like put up these fronts or these stories or whatever. It's like, oh, I'm this, I'm that, and then there's like, but
That's why I try to put that on my story too when I fucked up on my diet.
yeah,
Like that's real life shit.
yeah,
Like it
yeah.
ain't always. I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Sorry to
see?
break
And
it
that's
to
what
everybody.
exactly what I mean. Like when I was saying that, trying to say earlier, it's like savage. It's not always smooth.
Yeah.
It's not always a smooth road. It's not. No, there's
It's not
ups and
always
downs
uphill.
too.
It's
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
a fucking graph chart. It's like the stock market, bro.
Yeah,
It's gonna
sometimes
go
yeah,
up.
shit, sometimes goes
It's,
up. Yeah,
it's gonna go up and down.
yeah, and I think that like I said, a lot of people that like see like other people's stories because we all always post. Everybody always wants to post the good stuff, right?
Yeah.
And they see these people that are savages, whatever. They think that that's always how it is, and like I said, they don't those.
and they don't struggle.
Yeah, and because most people aren't gonna post up their struggles, they're not gonna post that they fucked up. They're not gonna post up that hey,
The real stuff.
Yeah, the real stuff where like the actual like savage happens. Because again, being a savage it's not a stationary moment. It's like it's always moving. It's always a fluid thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, you can be fucking daddy savage today, but tomorrow you don't feel like it, like you said.
Otra vez.
Yeah, like what I'm saying is you don't feel like it, like you don't feel like you're there.
Yeah.
So and it's like it's always an up and down thing. Like you said, it's a graph. Like sometimes it's gonna be a couple days, sometimes you're gonna other days not.
Yeah.
And sometimes those days are like you feel more not like a savage. More often you're gonna feel like a savage. Sometimes you're like shit, I don't feel like savage today, but you're trying.
And sometimes the days you don't feel like you're doing it, or you don't feel like you're messing up.
There are days that you are being a
But
savage.
sometimes, yeah. That's sometimes after we're
Yeah.
like,
Oh
yeah,
shit, I made it through. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't want to
Yeah.
do that shit, but I overcame my excuses.
yeah,
Yeah.
my problems
You
or
know what I
whatever.
mean?
Yeah,
My excuses, my little cop out, the little voice in my head telling me,
yeah,
take a break. I'm tired. It's cold outside. You need a day off. You earned this cheat meal. Whenever you don't do that, that's where you build the discipline. That's where you build the self confidence.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I did that.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm there. I'm getting somewhere.
yeah.
What about yourself?
Like what's a savage?
Kind
To me?
yeah, I guess. Well, what do you think of, or what's or
Uh,
something that you
to
feel
me,
a situation in your life that you felt like
That
you
you've
had to
dealt with,
tap into
yeah.
that mentality, or you had to overcome a challenge, something where you
well,
feel like,
to me, when I think of the word savage, for some reason I always go to like,
don't say you think of me.
nah,
Don't say,
no, no, no,
don't
no,
say.
no, nah, nah, a little bit, but
Why
nah,
are you blushing?
a
He's
little
like,
bit,
well,
nah,
100%.
2%, 2%. You're there. You're still my thoughts. Nah, it's like I think barbaric, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a savage, like barbaric. I don't think of
Yeah.
like right now people from this day and age. I think of like back in the days.
Yeah.
But like to me, a savage is like someone that gets shit done regardless of the situation. Like they get whatever they need to get done regardless of what's going on. They go after whatever they need to go after regardless of what's
They
happening.
get what they get. They get what they want. They don't stop till they fucking get it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel like it is. Like I said, and that's why I always when I think of savage, I think of that like you know like a Viking,
I was about to say that.
like a Viking, like you
like a
know,
warrior,
yeah, a warrior. That's what comes to my mind when you think of a savage.
like some 300, like the movie 300.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah, stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like that's what comes to my mind when I think of the word savage. Honestly, so
Yeah.
like I guess a warrior, like you said, but like I said, someone that just regardless of
Because
the
I
situation.
think of like that three. You see the movie 300?
Yeah, long time ago, but yeah,
Yeah, bro.
yeah,
That movie where they're like all these people, all the people want to help them in the military or the army, whatever. Like, oh, this person's a blacksmith, this person's a baker, this person's this, and they're like, what is your guys' profession?
yeah,
And they say they're Spartans. Like, oh shit, they're professional savages.
yeah.
Like,
They're,
and
yeah.
there's only 300 of them,
Yeah.
and they take down
We're Spartans,
how many
yeah.
thousands of them.
Yeah,
You know, so
Yeah.
yeah, that is a good
like to me, that's what it's like.
good image.
Yeah,
Of, you know what I mean?
a savage.
Yeah.
That's
And no
me.
matter what comes towards them, they narrowed it down in that movie. They narrowed it down through a certain little
Yeah.
area where they can't get like, what is it? What is the word I'm thinking of? I can't like
Like
taken
break
from
through
the
them.
side. Yeah,
Yeah.
they can't get like I can't even remember the word. No armies could come around them. I guess they basically had to hit them head on.
Yeah,
And they start coming with regular army, like regular soldiers, and then they start coming with fire. They start coming with arrows, where the sky's
Yeah.
all black because so many arrows. Remember that? Oh, you don't remember.
it's been a while.
You
It's been
remember
a long
that?
time, bro. I was like, fuck that. It was long last time.
You remember that? Yeah, everything, no matter what comes their way,
Yeah,
they like stand their
They
ground.
stood
Yeah.
their ground. They
Yeah.
didn't move.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's to me what kind of comes to my mind when I think of savage. Like
Yeah.
that, and that's my like I guess interpretation of it. I mean, everybody could be different. I guess like you know, that's to me how it works.
Yeah.
You know. What was the other question? Yeah, no.
Now, how about with your life? Like your experience?
Been through a lot. A lot
Yeah,
of shit.
see, we
But
got-
to me,
The people want to know. The people
Yeah.
want to know.
People need to
well,
connect.
people gonna have to
in
keep
here.
on waiting out here. So, but no, like my to
Bear
me,
with them, y'all. He's work in process.
to me, like the where I kind of like, unlike like for your mom, that she had time to process like a life or death situation, and she had time to adjust and cope. I didn't kind of get that chance. It was kind of like I was in a car accident, and you know how you always say like, oh, like you thought you weren't gonna make it to like 21 or a certain age. That was always my train of thought, and even as I was in like third, fourth grade, like everyone would be like, oh yeah, when I'm 21, I'm like, I'll probably be dead. Like in my mind, I'd be like, I couldn't picture myself there, you know, and that almost came to I guess like reality when I was 19. I think it was like around 19. We were driving and I got into a really bad car accident where like pretty much the whole like car like caved in on us, like well on me, on my side, where I was driving and we were over there in, I don't know if you're familiar, like by Bakersfield, Kern County area, middle of fucking nowhere.
She's probably familiar with that.
I knew he was gonna say
Yeah. Oh yeah. So
I'll
out
keep
there,
you awake. Gotta make sure you're staying awake out
yeah.
here.
So out there, so that's where I got into like I said, a really bad car accident where I went like completely fucking unconscious. Like I was totally
You
I was
blacked out.
like I was fucking probably talking to God or somebody.
You
I
were
was,
what?
I was talking to God or somebody
Talking
because
to
like
Buddha, God,
yeah, God,
who
like
knows
I was
what?
talking. I was
Allah,
dude. I was
all
like
of
I was
them. You don't
gone.
know who he was talking
Like I
to.
just remember like
And what happened? How did this accident? Like you were driving. You're like, what is the details?
Like,
of the
do you just
accident?
remember driving and then you weren't?
no, we were driving and then we kind
Who
of
else
left.
was in the car?
It was me, my dad, and a family friend in the back. And we were I was driving. It was 5 in the morning, maybe 4 in the morning. Like it was day was coming up still. It was pretty much already day. And then I remember I kind of lost control of the car, and then we kind of veered off a little bit. So then I tried correcting myself. So then but we're going like fucking 80.
Yeah.
We were going fast. So like I said, I tried correcting myself. I
You
went
falling
back.
asleep or something, or
In a mixture of that, like where I was kind of nodding off, but at the same time I wasn't paying attention to the road. So like I said, we kind of ended up going onto the right lane, which is where the dirt, all the dirt. So then I kind of like tried.
and at that speed, you just lose control, right? You just
Yeah,
on
so I
fire.
kind of like I was able to get myself back on the road, but too much fucking left, too much right. I ended up in the center, but there's no center divider there, so there's no wall. It's the fucking next other side of the freeway. So we ended up catching like a little, I guess, pocket of dirt or whatever you want to call it that was there, like literally a perfect fucking ramp if you want to call it. And the car like fucking went airborne, and like it started fucking rolling and shit. So like it rolled, and I remember it was like in the movies, like when you have
Everybody had the seatbelt on?
Huh?
Everybody had the seatbelt on?
Shit, I think so. I think so. I don't know.
The family friend didn't?
I think she did, and I think that's the only reason she didn't fly out the car. No, she did, but because she was asleep. She was knocked out in the back, like fucking sideways. But she did have, and my dad had it on.
And you?
I've always had my seatbelt. That's like one thing, like I always have it on. So we roll, and like in the movies, like I remember rolling, but like in slow motion. Like I remember, and then like I remember just like my dad's door fucking flying open, and he somehow was able to close that shit as we're rolling. She was weird, and then I just don't remember shit. Like
Damn.
it's just black. It's just black. And then like,
So you don't remember it stopping?
no, I
It was
don't.
just mid-roll and just black
Yeah,
out?
after I blacked out, like it was a good amount of rolls. Like so I want to say like after the third, fourth one, I don't remember nothing. But then like in the middle of it, like when like I just remember like pitch black, and then like my mind just like I don't know where just said just said wake up. Like I said it said wake up. Like I didn't get a fucking. So I want to then I just said wake up, and I remember waking up, but I can't open my eyes.
That's fucking scary.
Like I can't open my eyes. I'm awake and I'm hearing people like say stuff, but I can't like open my eyes. But again, I know I'm awake now, and like
You don't think you're dead?
no, like I said, that voice in me that told me wait, like it was myself. It told myself wake up.
conscious?
Yeah, like it just said wake up. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, so I woke up and like my eyes are closed. I can't open my eyes, and I'm like, but I can't move either. I'm like stuck, and I'm like, what the fuck? But I can't see shit. But I'm trying not to freak out. So then I hear my dad like freaking out, and then I was like, I'm okay. He's like, and my
So
dad,
I'm looking at you. You ain't okay.
well, yeah. He's like, cause he's trying to like, but I can't see him, so I'm just like telling him I'm okay, and then I'm telling him in Spanish, estoy bien, like I'm good. And then he's like, I hear him talking to someone, and someone else is talking, and then like they're like, let's get him out, and they're like, no, don't get him out, and then like I can't hear. I mean, I can't see. I can only hear. So I'm like, what the fuck? So then like I just like kind of remember hearing like a voice of like it sounded like a radio, and then I hear like a cop, and I was like, what the like a cop, and I was like, oh, we're going to jail. I was like, fuck, we're going to jail, dude. I was like, we're gonna go to jail.
You're going to jail and I can't see?
But I can't see it. I was like,
can't move?
shit. So then he's like, who was driving or something? And I was like, I was. But again, I'm trying because I think my dad's gonna get in trouble. I'm like, fuck, he's gonna get like some shit. Like, I was driving. I have my eyes closed. So then he's like, well, we need to get him out of there. We need to get him to the hospital. And I'm like, no, I'm okay. I'm okay.
I'm good.
But yeah, I'm like, let's go home. Like, I told my dad, let's go home. I'm good. I'm okay. Like, let's go home. And my dad's like, you could hear it in his voice that he's freaking out. Like, still. And I'm like, I'm good. I still can't open my eyes.
How long is that? Like 5-10 minutes?
Hold on. I'm not done. My story's going. So I'm like, shit. So then I feel like my seat, because then it hits me that was like I'm still in the car. That's when it hit me. I'm like, oh shit, I'm still in the car. I feel like my seat like go like back, like they're pulling me back, and then I feel like some hands just like kind of grab me like from like under my armpits and just drag me out from the back. And I know I'm going through the back because I know the car. So I'm like, oh shit, they're dragging me out. So I'm like, I'm okay. They're like, no, like they're telling my dad we need to get to the hospital now. But I still can't see, so I'm like, fuck. So then,
So why do you think you're okay?
because I in that moment I'm like,
You trying to be like, just let
yeah,
me go home.
yeah, I'm like, I'm a savage, bro. At that
He
moment,
probably was like, well, I don't feel nothing. Like
I was
so
a
I'm
savage,
fine.
bro. I was like, nah, I'm like, I'm fine. So then they end up, they call an ambulance. Again, we're in the middle of fucking Kern County way. Like, there's nothing out there. There's no, the nearest hospital is like fucking 35 minutes, 40 minutes away. So then the lady they put me in, I guess, I still don't know what the fuck I was in. I'm just gonna assume it was an ambulance. They put me in an ambulance, and then I remember she's talking to me, and then she's like, you know you're lucky. And I was like, what? She's like, you know you're like really lucky, right? And I was like, why? She's like, because you're still here. And I was like,
You're like, I can't see you.
well, I can't see her. Yeah, I can't see
Yeah.
her. Like, dead ass, I can't see her. I'm
But
like,
you didn't tell her that? Like, how come I can't see?
No, he just said he's good.
yeah, I thought it was good. But
But you knew you couldn't
but
see.
my eyes were like shut. but like it never hit me to question why my eyes were shut. Like I was just like in the moment, like trying to get my like figure my life out here. So they get me in the ambulance. Like said, we're going. She's like, you're lucky. And I was like, why? She's like, because I see these accidents all the time. She's like, and most people don't fucking make it. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, most people like in those accidents, the way that car was left, you shouldn't be here. She's like, it's like, if it wasn't for that car you were in, you probably wouldn't fucking be here. She's like, but most people that I see in these accidents, especially how like they don't make it, they're dead. And I was like, well, fuck, don't put it too fucking lightly out here, like fuck. And I was like, but I'm fine, I feel good. She's like, no. So then I remember, I think I was in and out because like everything kind of happened like slow mo, but then it was quick. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I remember talking to the lady, but then I don't remember the whole like time to get there. But then I remember I'm in the hospital and they're like fucking cutting my clothes open. Like I hear them like, oh, get his clothes off, get his clothes off. We need to see where his injuries are at. And I'm like, I'm fine. Like, what fucking injuries? Then I told her, hey, I can't fucking see. That's when I told her I can't fucking see though. I'm like, I can't see. She's like, don't try to open your eyes. I'm like, why? She's like, you have glass all over your face. And I was like, what? She's like, you have glass and dirt all in your eyes.
What about all this? You didn't feel no pain?
No.
Oh,
It probably was the adrenaline.
No, I didn't
maybe.
feel anything.
Yeah.
So then I was like what? She's like, yeah, don't try to open your eyes, like just relax, like hang on. So like I said, they fucking cut your clothes off. She's like, you're fucking how you came to the world out here.
Your birthday suit.
Yeah, birthday suit. Yeah, they're like, because they're checking, like make sure you're good. I feel the doctor like poking my ribs and like poking around, and then he's like, okay, we got it. Like we gotta get this all this out of his eyes. So then they take me. I don't know where they took me. I just know they took me somewhere. And then I remember the doctor was like slowly pulling out like glass out of my face, like very slowly. Like I remember like him like, okay, cool, pulling out glass, and I'm like, and I could hear like clinking on the
glass
The
falling.
tray?
like on something. I'm like, what the fuck? So then I'm like, but I'm good. I was like, I'm fine. I'm still trying. Where's my dad? I'm trying to go home. And they're like, no, you're not going home right now. They're like, your dad's fine. He's somewhere else. Because he wasn't injured. Shockingly, he wasn't injured. He was fine. And I was like, okay, what about the other passenger? Like, they're fine. It's just you. Like, relax. You're good. And I was like, okay. So but that's how I ended up with these fucking scars, right? Because I guess as we were rolling, the car was like cutting into my face.
Oh shit.
So on top of the scars I have in my fucking face, I have the matching setup on the top of my head. So the car caved in like so bad that as every time it flipped, it would it was slicing me. It was slicing me. It was slicing me. So they had to like stitch me up here. They had to stitch my face, and then I'm gonna assume that where my glasses are at, it hit because I like my whole eyelid is like scarred. So I'm like, after that, like so after that like whole moment, I was like, damn, I should have been dead. Like I shouldn't be here, but like something told me to wake the fuck up. And for me, after that, my kind of like perspective on like why I'm here kind of changed. Like it went from like, oh, I'm just living life and shit to like I have to.
Because you're 19. What do you say? 19.
19, yeah.
You're kind of just like, yeah, you're
Yeah,
living life.
yeah. So then it turned into that like my mentality shifted, especially after I saw the car, like how fucked it was. Like that thing was like,
Do you have pictures of the car?
yeah. I'll see if I can get some
Yeah, so we can
and
put
send
them
it
in
to
there.
you.
I want to see what it looks like too.
And like it ended like I said the my side was like a fucking triangle, like it didn't even look like a windshield. It was like caved in and I pointed up, and
Why? Because you're short, bro. That's probably why. If not, I probably would have
that's what I
took your head
yeah
off.
maybe honestly maybe
You know what I mean?
maybe
If the whole front end was freaking smashed.
yeah. That could have been. Well, that's the thing. Though. Like I said, it was like the car started fine, which is fucking funny
The
as
car
fuck.
started.
Yeah, like it wanted to go, but that shit was done. Like the suspension.
It was
blew-
like you. I'm good.
yeah,
It
this
turned
is yeah.
out good.
This is fucking suspension blew out. Like I said, the window was like oh, and then since we had tint on the car, you could see like on the tint when it like you know how if you like glass breaks on tint, it doesn't like shatter, kind
Yeah,
of stay
stays
stuck.
together.
Well, you could see like my fucking like blood splatter on the fucking tint
Yeah.
Dang.
of how like bad it was. So like I said, and after that, to me that's like I said when like I think everything changed, and I'm like, well, I went through this shit. Like I'm pretty sure like I'm here for something. So that changed my perspective on life, and it changed like because shit like even like the lady said you should have been dead. Like you should. For her to tell me that shit like that kind of meant a lot because she sees this every day. Like this is what she does for a living. For her to come and tell me straight up like you should have been dead.
Yeah.
Like that meant a lot. I was like, fuck. I never saw the lady. I never met her. She sounded like she was a white lady. She's probably white, but like so she was really nice. But I was like, what the fuck? Like that's crazy. Like. And then even after that, the doctor was like, "Oh yeah, you know, you probably are gonna have to stay home for like a while because your face, whatever." My parents are like, "Oh yeah, I get it. You don't want to drive, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Fuck no, I need to go for a drive. Like I feel like I need to fucking drive. Like just because I was in an accident doesn't mean I'm not gonna drive." And at that time, I had my little fucking Honda. I thought I was a shit out there, with my little Honda Civic. So that's all I could think of. I was just in a car accident, and the first thing I want to go do is drive.
Yeah.
Like most people would have been like, "Oh, I don't want to
More
touch the steering
traumatized,
wheel, or I
yeah.
don't want to get in the car." Like, no, dude, I was like, I want to go drive. They're like, "Why?" I'm like, "Cause I can drive again." Like, I was thankful that I was able to drive again. I'm like, I want to go again. I'm gonna go drive, and they're like, "But you just got
They're
in an
probably
accident."
worried about you driving too. I mean, as a
Yeah.
parent, right? They're
Yeah.
like, no, don't get in the car right now. Like,
Yeah, because they thought I was gonna like, I don't know, have some PTSD or something. I was
well,
like,
not
no.
just that, but they're scared because they probably almost lost you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't want that to happen again. You know?
Yeah, and I thought it was I thought I was knocked out for like a couple seconds, but my dad said it was a while. Like my dad
Before
said,
you heard that. Wake
yeah,
up. Damn.
my dad said it was a while, because I guess in that time frame they still had time to
Did
like,
your ass die?
huh?
Did you die or you don't
I
know?
think so. I feel like I did. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I fucking did, because I guess there was so much time in between that like we actually ended up on the opposite side of the freeway, or highway. So we were going this way. We ended up coming onto oncoming traffic, and they still had time to push the car out into the center divider. Then they got me out, but I was knocked the fuck out the whole time. So my dad said, he's like, you were like for a while. He's like, I thought I lost you.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought it was like a couple seconds. He's like, nope, you were gone for a while. And I was like, huh, where? I don't remember that. But I said to me after that, that's like I think one of my biggest, I guess, savage moments. I guess where I'm like, well, yep, no, we're here for something, for a reason, or, you know. So I always view life different after that. So like, you know, what did 50 Cent say that on his song? I know I'm here for a real reason.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly that. Like that shit was going through my house. Like, well, I have to be for here. I don't know for what. We'll find out one day. But that's how I see it, to me.
Mhm.
And like I said, after that, like, I feel like there's not much that I can't do about it. I feel like
How was
They're
our
doing
like
it.
recovery process? Like, how long were you in hospital? How long were you home?
I
Did
think
you have those like how she was in a walker or a cane? Did you have anything like that? Like
so
when-
I couldn't see out of my eye for a while. Like I said, because they had to like stitch
That
it.
start fucking with you?
They had, and then like here, like they had to fucking stitch it. Like fucking with me how? That I couldn't see it right, or like that I had my fucking scar face.
I mean, either or. Because your face is never going to be the same, and maybe it's frustrating that you can't see out of an eye.
it doesn't look as bad as it used to be.
It
so.
might be scary. It might be like, fuck, man. They say it's gonna get better, but it's not. You know what I mean?
I was
At
just,
that
I
moment,
was just
though,
worried
you
of
didn't
having
know it was gonna
like,
get better.
that, because I had glass in my eyelid, like, so I was like, I'm gonna be fucking blind, but I thought it was both eyes, but it was mostly this one. This one was just like a lot of dirt and stuff, but from the rolling. But the left one is the one that it caught glass and stuff, and even here, like they had to go in like and like kind of squeeze it out and get it out, which is funny though, because like a couple weeks later, one of my coworkers when I was still working at McDonald's, she's like, "Hey, what's up with your like right here with your face?" And I was like, "Why?" Like nothing. She's like, "No, like you have something." So you know, fucking B19 fucking comes in like fucking pokes my face, and I was like, "Huh, I didn't feel that." So I went home, and then like I popped down the mirror, and I was like the car. I was in the car, and then I popped out a mirror, and I was like, "Oh shit, I feel some shit." And I'm like, I think there's a fucking piece of glass in there still. And then I was like, I started pulling at it, but like I just slowly started coming out, but it didn't want to come out. So I remember I had what do you call those? Like pliers?
Tweezers.
No, pliers.
He said
Car
pliers.
Like I had car pliers, and I was like, oh shit. So I
Oh,
grabbed
a needle.
so I grabbed the car pliers and like I fucking yanked the shit out of that glass, and that shit came out. It was a big fucking chunk. Like I don't know how they missed it, but that shit was a big ass chunk. And like, cause my face, like as soon as I pulled it out, it just squirted everywhere. I started fucking bleeding. I was like, oh shit. But I was like, what the fuck? Like, then it reminded me again, like, that shit could have been my eye.
Yeah.
Like, that could have been my eye. Like, it was on my side of my face, but that could have been in my eye. And yeah, dude, it was crazy. Like I said, like, the recovery process, I think I recovered pretty quick, but again, maybe because I was, again, 19, I was like, well, we're here, let's fucking keep going, and should keep rolling. And
Yeah.
one thing I do remember is that at that time I already knew Angie, and I told her she couldn't come see me.
She couldn't.
No, because my face was all fucked up. So, did I tell her it was an accident? I think I told her I was in a car accident. So she wanted to come see me, and I was like, don't come see me. And I totally fucking, like, was not responding to her, just ignored her, like, fucking left her on red. And one day she just pulled up to my house. I'm like, why the fuck are you here? Like, I don't want you to see me. But because I was, like, again, my face was all fucked up. Like, it was bad. And for, like, a little bit, it kind of did fuck with me, though, because for the most part, my face never had scars.
Yeah.
Like, it never had anything on it. Like,
Yeah.
even if, like, a fight or something, my face was one of those places that I always took care of. My dad always said in a fight, always don't get your face fucked up. So that was one of those things that I always like was very mindful of. So after that accident, I was like, damn, it doesn't be fucking pissed. All that fucking work he put in for me to fuck it up, and that fucked with me for a while. Like just the whole face, and some people like have no chill, like they don't have manners. But like, what happened to your face? But like, well, what happened to your face? Like, fuck, like how are you gonna start a conversation like
Well,
that?
I think I asked you that.
But you not right.
Well, we're already cool though.
Yeah, you're
It
already
wasn't
cool.
a random
Yeah, yeah. And some people think it's like I don't
I
think
thought
it
it was
looks.
like a birth defect.
I
or
don't think
something.
it looks that bad, but it must look that bad. If sometimes people ask me about it, whatever is too
Let me
fucking.
see. Damn.
Yeah, so still looks better than your face. So I'm cool. I'm cool. Nah, yeah. So
No, it doesn't look that bad. It kind of looks like
it looked bad when it happened.
well, right now.
My dad started
Yeah,
calling me
scars
funny.
always
Well,
look bad when they
It's
first
funny though
happen.
because I didn't even notice it when I first met you. Started talking. I didn't fucking notice it. I just thought it was like your fucking face. And then one day I was like, what's up? What the fuck happened there?
yeah. But you know how you always say my dad has some fucked up humor?
Yeah.
Right off the fucking bat, what's up, Scarface? Like, you fucking, no fucking, are you okay? No, nothing. What's up, Scarface? I'm like, this guy.
Yeah.
He fucking, that was my name for a while,
I was
Scarface.
about to say, I'm surprised it didn't stick.
No, it didn't stick, but he's still fucking like, yo, fucking, what's up, Scarface? Or, what's up, Dollface? And I'm like, like, nah, I'm like, you gotta chill. Like, this was, but that's how, like, again, that's how he is, and that's how we are. So that's how we kind of got over it. So again, I don't know. If you get in a car crash, go drive again. I mean, don't get back on the horse.
That's what I was gonna say. What would you tell somebody that you thought they are in a traumatic experience like that?
I don't know. Don't be scared. Go back.
Hop back on, like you said, hop back on the horse.
Hop back on the horse. I think that fucking exit is fucking haunted. By the way, total side note on that.
You always have a side note on every fucking
Total
podcast.
side note and shit.
Total
No,
side
no,
note.
no. Because after that accident, then we went back again, not right away, and our car wanted to fucking break down in that same area, right? That's one. Okay, that was one time. So recently we went back, and me and my dad, fuck, I don't fucking know. We went up that fucking area, by where was that kind of, and then my truck fucking started acting stupid on that
And
fucking
you keep going
exit.
through that area.
We had to, but we had to. It's
Well, like you said, hop back on the horse. You can't. You don't want to be like
Just
going
drive
around
through it.
yeah, to drive through it, yeah. But like I said, I think my dad's like, nah. I think someone's trying to fucking pull your ass back in here. Yeah, get
After
up.
so many times, it's like, oh, okay.
And I was like, yeah, because that's when my transmission went out over there. Remember my transmission
your
went out? Yeah, it was in that same fucking area. My dad's like, I think they're fucking trying to come and get
The
you.
highway's trying to get you.
Yeah, he's like, you owe a fucking debt, and I was like, fuck, no, not today. I'll pay that shit later. Put it on my credit card. Nuh-uh. So
better bill
Don't
me.
ever take me through that area then. Fuck
yeah,
that.
so like I said, but I don't know. I'm still not
Hey,
scared.
and this weekend he's gonna be like, hey, wanna go accompany me? I gotta go pick up a car over here.
That's how you guys know me, because I literally did that afterwards again. After my transmission went out, I fixed it, and I went back to that same. I said, fuck you. So we went back. My dad's like, you know that you're just fucking whatever it is, you're just teasing the shit out of it, right? And I was like, so what am I supposed to do? Be scared?
Yeah.
Like that's I don't know, but I would say definitely to people like that, don't be scared. Because if you're scared, then you're always gonna stay where you're at. Because imagine that, like you're in a car accident and then I'm scared of driving because I got in a fucking
And
car
that's a
accident.
necessity. That's something we all have to do.
Yeah, that's all you have to.
to.
You have to do it, and like I said, but I mean, for me, I've always enjoyed it,
Yeah.
and I still do driving. I know you always hear me say I like driving and shit, but I do like driving. So for me, it was like, I don't know, like
They
maybe
want it to be taken from you.
yeah, and I think maybe now it's a privilege, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I never know when I'm be fucking. Could I add a side note to my side note?
Go ahead. It's your
Yeah,
show.
let me tell you.
Go
I
ahead.
had been dreaming about being in a fucking car accident for like non-stop for like maybe almost a year
When?
before my accident happened.
Oh shit.
Dang.
Like, and exactly like that.
That's crazy.
I had
I
dreamt
was
it.
gonna ask you if you had nightmares after, but so you that's what
I had dreamt it before,
Uh-huh.
and I remember like right after like the accident, I was like, "Holy shit!" Like, I saw this coming. I didn't know when, I didn't know how. I just knew it happened. Like it was gonna happen, and like it kind of like it was like a trip. It was like because after I got in the accident, didn't dream about it again. After that, it was fine. Like
That's weird.
it was weird. It was so weird. I had told my dad, I was like, dude, I really had a fucking bad like dream about that shit. Like, I think I see the future way.
Huh?
I think I see the future. No. Because then another car accident that happened, right? Not me. This time, not me. I had dreamt about a car accident. My dad. I told him, I was like, I think I had a dream of being in a car accident. He's like, no, whatever. So then it kept happening. So then one day he called like, hey, I got in a car accident. I'm like, what? He's like, I got in a car accident. I was like, you're fucking lying. He's like, no. He's like, you need to stop fucking dreaming. Right? So that was one time, right? Whatever. So the time when my transmission went out, I had dreamt that something was gonna happen to my truck. Like when I'm on the trip, and
Yeah.
but I didn't tell my dad. I was like, nah. So whatever I thought was gonna happen in the trip, I kind of like I tried accounting for it because I had a dream that we were gonna have a blowout and we were gonna get in a car accident. So I took extra spare tire. I was extra fucking careful. I was driving cool, like speed limit. I was like, fuck, like just that up. Then my fucking transmission decides to fucking take a shit on us. Just blows out. So I was like, oh shit, I
I
think
don't know. I don't believe
He's
in
all
dreams.
set up with some Final Destination stuff.
that's crazy.
I don't believe in dreams like that, bro.
I'm not saying I'm not saying I do or I don't. I'm just saying like it's just fucking like a side note. Like it's crazy. Like
But I think the more you're gonna drive, the higher risk you are of
maybe
shit happening.
maybe
Yeah, and you love to drive. You drive way more than the average person.
no yeah
So averagely, you're
Well, no, you say I drive around.
huh? Not more than him.
yeah I like driving.
No, I
Plus-
know I'm
plus-
messing around.
Plus, like, if you got a fake car, it's gonna be, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Shit happens, man. But yeah, man, be a savage. Get back on the horse. Don't be scared. I guess. What's your savage story?
Push through it.
Yeah, what's your savage story?
I don't really have a story.
Or what's your savage moment where you realize you're kind of a savage?
I would say when I learned to like tap into my competitive nature
Mhm.
and having to like overcome myself. And when I first like no fucking support, no help, no coaches, nobody in my circle, nobody in my environment, my life. I've seen them make a transformation, and I felt like I had to do it for myself. With it's like kind of walking blindly.
Mhm.
Well, obviously the internet and all that, but no mentor, no guidance, no help, no support. Like
Mhm.
you know what I mean?
Mhm.
I feel like quitting drinking and hitting the gym and start reading. Those three: quit drinking, smoking. I kind of put those together. Get my diet right, hitting the gym and reading. I kind of try to do all those at the same time, and I felt like that was like where I realized like, okay, I'm above the average.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like that's how I seen it. Like average, I'm average, but how do I get to the savage? By doing X, Y, Z
Mhm.
continuously.
So like, what was there something that you saw or somebody that you saw
That's
or
what I'm
something
saying,
that
dog. I
happened
did it.
or just fucking?
I read David Goggins' book. That was what I seen, as in that's what kind of like.
Well, why'd you pick
helped.
it up?
Huh?
Why'd you pick up the book?
I just
Because
wanted to
that's
read
a
it.
random fucking book to pick up.
No, I had a lot of good reviews. I Googled self-improvement books,
Mhm.
and because that's why I started working out, and I was like, you know what, it's gangster to read. I always admire people who read,
Mhm.
and I always thought that was like smart. It was real like it was impressive to me.
Mhm.
But I don't know nobody fucking reads.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even read myself. I always said I can't read. So, but I was like, you know what, I'm trying to change. I never go to the gym, but now I'm doing this.
Yeah.
So let me involve other things in my life that I would normally do that I think is gonna improve my life, get me
Yeah.
smarter. So I looked up self-improvement books. That one, a couple of them popped up. That one had the little description on it, and I picked it up. First, I got Robert Greene, 48 Laws of Power,
Mhm.
and I think I read like 5 chapters of that, and then I got this David Goggins one, and that one captivated me more.
Mm.
So his story, but still, bro, having like not just that, but having people make fun of you, ridicule you, like people not believe in you,
Mhm.
your own family members. Your own family members, they don't know. It's not their fault. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
make jokes, or they say, oh, it's just one time. Go ahead, or you're still on that. You're still not drinking. Like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm not drinking.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I plan to do. Like, come on, just this one time. I won't tell nobody.
Yeah.
But just one time. It's the weekend. It's 4th of July. How are you not gonna drink? Like,
Yeah.
when you're standing in a room, when you feel you're staying in a room full of people, but your decision is like, how would I say it? Like,
Impacting them.
huh?
Impacting them.
It's not your decision is like on a different frequency than everybody else.
Yeah, you're on a different
Everybody's
page
going
than theirs.
like, say you're going through a hallway, dog, and everybody's walking towards you, and you're still walking that way.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like some savage shit because it's easy to just go with everybody else. It's easy to go with the flow. It's easy because not only are they telling me, but me myself, I'm telling myself
Yeah.
like, man, is this really worth it? Do I really want to do it? This sucks. I never, you know what I mean? Like, I want the food. I want to skip the gym. I don't want to read this book. I
Yeah.
want to hang out on the weekends and stay up late and smoke. That's all I've done. That's
Yeah.
what my friends are doing. That's what my
Yeah.
family's doing. Like, so to go against the grain, to go against what I guess my environment or my circle, what all I knew,
Yeah.
that to me, I had to like, that was sound like that's where I was like, okay, this is the average. I'm average, but I
Yeah.
want to get to savage, and I'm gonna have to do this. No guidance, no help, no nothing. Yeah, bro, that shit was tough, you know.
Yeah.
And then that plus obviously like losing my pops,
Hmm.
because I feel like, but in a sense, that kind of sent me down to all-time low too.
Mhm.
But the all-time low, it just set me up to fucking skyrocket back up in
Yeah.
a sense. Because if he would have never passed away, what if I would have never hit a low? I would just be content with being mediocre.
Mhm.
I wouldn't, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have been as bad with the drinking. I wouldn't have been as bad with the diet. I wouldn't have
Yeah.
been as bad at going out. That's how I see it. So shit, I see it like things have to happen in a certain way at a certain time, and that happened for a reason.
Yeah.
And I had to go fucking down mentally, emotionally, whatever, be alone for me to bounce back up.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's transitioned now to where that's why I'm so strong in my mindset, and that's why I'm so strong in my belief and my, I guess, the grit, where it's like, no, I'm fucking going this way. Like even my mom, there's times she don't agree with me. There's times she's like, what are you doing? That's dumb. Or she doesn't see the point of certain stuff I'm doing or agree with decisions I make. But I'm like, no, like
Yeah.
that's what
That's you. That's you. That's what
you know what I'm
want.
saying? I've made so many decisions by myself alone, or yeah, with no advice, no feedback, no good job, no pats on the back. So I guess me myself, I'm just so comfortable making those decisions.
Mm.
Whether even you, there's times you've told me like, I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't know if, but whatever you want to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But obviously you have a different.
I just give you my feedback.
Yeah, but there's times where you're like, I don't know, that's too much, or that's kind of crazy, or I don't know. Not wrong or nothing, right? I wouldn't say it's like it's bad.
No, I just give you my opinion.
Yeah,
like
I'm
I always
not-
tell you, like if you want to fucking do it though, like,
Yeah, I'm not
fucking
saying
do it.
I'm not saying the negative. I'm just saying that sometimes I gotta be like my way, like
You gotta find out your way.
Yeah, sometimes you
the,
got
the savage way, the savage like my I feel like my savage compass is fucking pointing fucking north, and that motherfucker ain't moving for nobody.
yeah.
No voices, no outside fucking voices, no nothing. Like I'm going this way, and that's where we're going.
Even if you're wrong, you're like fuck it. we're
Well,
going
unless
though.
somebody's pointing the same direction, you're doing the same thing right by me,
Yeah.
side to side. Then I'm a fucking like okay, like we're on the same fucking game plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if we're not on the same game plan, we're not building the same building, then why am I going to listen to how you have your foundation when I'm trying to build a different foundation?
Yeah.
That's just to me. That's one of the things where I had a shift. I definitely had to make a big ass shift, bro. And continuously, you know what I mean? With this podcast, it's constantly leveling up. Like okay, working like, and it started with working out. And I still drank. I still ate like shit. I still smoked. That was a small step. And it's funny because we signed up together.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my mom signed up together.
Yeah.
We're both going, and her hours got switched at work. We're going good, 2 or 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, yeah, I'll go with you. Let's go. Like, I've been wanting to work out because she never worked out before. I've never worked out before. My mom's like, all right, let's go. We both signed up together. We're going together. We're gym buddies every day for like 3 weeks. Going good. All of a sudden, her hours got switched at work.
Oh.
And we both felt super unconscious, not unconscious, self-conscious,
Yeah.
going by ourselves to the gym.
Yeah.
It was super uncomfortable for me, bro. Believe it or not, like I hated it. Even going with my mom, like it felt a little bit better with anybody. Going with the buddy, it feels better.
The buddy system.
Even she wouldn't go by
Yeah.
herself. If I couldn't make it, she wouldn't go. She's like, I'm not going then,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want to look stupid, and I felt the same way. But I was going for 2-3 weeks, and I felt good. I started like reaping the benefits. Like, man, I actually feel better.
Yeah.
I'm actually not seeing results, but feeling the results.
Yeah.
The you know what I mean, improvement on the machines. I still didn't know what I was doing, but then her hours got switched at work, and she could no longer go with me. We're
Yeah.
on different shifts, bro. And I remember I didn't go for like 3 days. I didn't go for 3 days, and then I just sat and told myself like, so what the fuck?
Yeah.
Because your fucking mom can't go with you. You're not going out because you don't have a buddy to go with.
Yeah.
Hey man, in life, some shit you got to do alone.
Yeah.
Some shit you just have to fucking. It's gonna suck, but you're gonna have to do it alone. And I remember, bro, I felt my like that anxiety feeling, that nervous feeling, high, like my blood started flowing. I remember my heart just racing, walking in there by myself. Like I don't know why, just going in there like, damn, this. Everybody's gonna be looking at me. I don't even know where the fuck I'm going with the machines. I walked in there, did what me and her would always do, did my workout. Felt good after. A fucking weight lifted off my shoulders. Like damn.
Yeah.
Okay, I could do this shit, and just started going by myself, bro. And it sounds to some people it sounds like
Small.
minor,
Yeah.
but you know everybody has their challenges, and at the same
Mhm.
time, like that's why I could relate to a lot of people too, because I've been there, and I know a lot of people watching this might, you know what I mean, be there,
Yeah.
go there, but you got to build up to shit, bro. You got to build up to shit. and you got to put in the work.
Yeah.
Nobody could do it for you, and if you really want to, you could adopt a savage mindset. You could become savage, whatever, bro. Even business. There's a real estate agent. Fucking be better in your job,
Yeah.
right? I think you could always be better. She's improving herself, trying to be a teacher. You could always be better. You awake?
Yeah.
All right.
Savage sleep, bro.
Well, yeah, I think. What any other savage things you think I've done? That because I got a bad memory. I got a horrible memory.
Yeah, you do.
When you did that thing, what is that goat thing?
Oh, when I ran the
Yeah.
nanny goat.
You didn't think you could do that.
Yeah.
You didn't think you could do
Yeah,
that, and you
that
did
was a-
that,
that was a
and
new
that
level.
was
Yeah.
Oh
that
yeah.
was a whole different, like,
for the record,
out of the box
for
level.
the record too, because you know I'm doing that Spartan, or I had that Spartan. Is this Saturday? I'm not gonna be able to do it because my ankle's still not fucking good. So
Yeah.
it's good where I could walk, and
But not good
I'm
enough for that.
But there's even certain times I get off my truck, and it's like I got to get off a certain way,
Oh shit.
and I still feel it weak at times, like in a certain position.
Yeah.
So it's fine where I'm walking. It doesn't hurt at work or nothing, but I'm still not running on it.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm biking just because it's less impact.
Yeah.
But yeah, it fucking sucks. So me and the Spartan, it's gonna be a fucking rematch because I'm still gonna go do that shit. But yeah, fucking sucks. That's was postponed.
There you go.
But it is what it is.
There you go. Postponed. Not closed forever. Postponed.
Oh yeah, bro.
There you go.
It is what it is. I can't sit there and cry about it. But I am locked in on my diet right now for sure. Because I don't know if you've seen that video I made where I was like, I am fucked up. Once my ankle fucked up, I kind of fucking put on some weight, put on some pounds. Not happy about it, not proud about it, but I did put the video out there because I do want to show people like that's everybody, bro.
Yeah.
Like you're not special, you're not unique. It's not just you that fucks up. Like
You're not invincible.
But them, it's like
No, I'm saying nobody's invincible, though. Yeah.
Nobody's, no matter what. Just because you see, like you said, you see the highlights, you see the reels, you see the stories. I'm always working out. I'm doing this. I'm always doing that. That doesn't mean I don't fuck up. That doesn't mean I don't have days I don't want to do it. That doesn't mean I don't take days off. Like, with this podcast, there's days I don't want to do it. I'm pretty sure there's days you don't want to do it.
No, I always want to do it. I'm
yeah.
a savage.
You gotta say it so I believe you.
I'm a savage, bro.
That's even less. I don't know.
What don't you want from me? I'm not here to prove to you I'm a savage. I prove it to myself I'm a savage.
There you go. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. I hope you guys gained some value from it, and appreciate you guys for sharing both of you guys' stories. Some, insights for you guys. Learn. Even I learned something from you guys. So thank you guys. And if you guys haven't yet, go check out the Nature Center. It's really fucking cool, really nice, really fucking chill environment, chill atmosphere, right?
Yeah, you can even picnic, bring sandwiches.
And you know, some
you can't
parks,
barbecue or nothing.
Yeah, you can't do that. But you know, some parks there's a lot of homeless, a lot of ghettos, a lot of youngsters making. You know what I mean? With drugs. You know what I noticed right here?
It's
clean.
clean.
Nothing but families.
Yeah, you see a lot of families walking
just
around.
Don't get here after 8.
Oh yeah, that freaks come out.
Who
at
wants
night.
to come after?
Well, the only
8?
time I've been here is
The
at
young
kids.
the young people. That's what.
the only time I've come here is like at midnight. So, yeah.
It's a podcast for the other podcast.
Yeah. That's
Oh my God! Alrighty, guys.
For the paid podcast.
All right, peace, you guys. You guys take it easy.